Okay, this isn't live, this is a recording. We are coming back a few days later as I'm editing this and deciding to make this a video. How interesting. Where am I? So it's... We did watch it, but I wonder... Yeah, so I do get the replays now. So I recorded this game, and I need to go back. Because he actually missed that, which is odd to accuse him of cheating if he missed that. Right, why is... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, we still need to go back further. He missed on this guy. And I felt like from... Okay, let's give some context. How far... This is already not looking too good. You're literally... If there's a reticle to be looking at someone... God, okay. Do we just play this, in fact? Is this just video going to be all the crime I need to do? Okay, I could add context just from this video alone, and I could probably scrap... Okay, the car is annoyingly bugged. Okay, if I do that then, I'm not used to the controls here, then the only context I really need to add is that I'm accusing this chap of basically flying under the radar of cheating. And I'm going to try and show you why I think that. The debate is open. Maybe he isn't, maybe he is. His KD would say he isn't. But then I would say he's possibly someone that's been banned and is flying under the radar. So I just killed, presumably, this bot here. I'm not too sure if this was a real player. But I've just rotated. I landed far end of the airfield, and I just rotated, as I normally land if you watch my videos. I landed over here in the airfield. I killed like 3 or 4 bots over in this area here. I could possibly put some quick footage in or whatever, but it's a bit too long. I then rotated over through this hill and down. And as I came down, because I heard this bot down here, he crossed the road, finally killed him. And old mate is rotating in. So do we just watch his perspective? I think is probably the most interesting from this point. But I'm more interested what happened in the later in the game, because I didn't have that footage, but I noticed something interesting. So anyway, let's go and watch our chap. With like 1 KD apparently, or like 2 KD, but just seems to know. It's really hard to accuse someone with that low of KD, but it's, I believe, intentional, and obviously his way of keeping under the radar. So immediately he is eyeing me up down here, right? I noticed this when I watched the replay. He is looking at me and presumably a bot there. Is IQ 69 real? Wait, I hate the control. Why isn't space, for all intents and purposes? Pause. Right, this guy is real. Looking at it, he looks very real to me. He's got the event stuff on. That's fine. Let's continue. So he rolls in, kills the engine, he rolls in. I'm just going to let this play, because the replay pretty much gets how this is, and I'm going to slow down something. He found the cake. I was actually ironically looking for the cake. So if you're looking for the cake in this PUBG 8th anniversary event, the cake can be in one of these buildings. It's a random chance. And I'd been looking for it in probably about 20 towers. And this is the first one I didn't check that was close to me. I nearly did check it, but I didn't get to. So I hear this car and I hear him, but I can't see him, which was really annoying because I was trying to get a snipe on him. You can see I'm over in this building in the corner. Now this other guy engages and I hear this. Bearing in mind I haven't fired a shot. I don't even know if this 69 dude knows I'm there. Possibly not. Such a disgusting noise. And so at this point I was trying to see this chap. I think, God damn it, these controls suck. You can see me. I'm rotating over, and I actually didn't see him there. If I'd... You could say I could see him here. I didn't. I didn't see him. I mean, at this point, it's possibly almost best to have an outer view of what goes on here, really, because until he starts fighting me. Because I was trying to get an angle on him and I couldn't. And obviously he's over here in the corner. He's healing. I think he just one taps him, basically. Gets in the car. Yeah, so he's dead now. He sniped that guy. I try shooting him. Looks like I hit him once. And he parks over here. Now, I think it's worth noting here, for me particularly, I didn't see this guy, and I had no idea. And when I zoom in and shoot, which you'll hear me do in a second, I could even show it, but I'm trying to make this optimized. I come and I shoot this bike. I felt like this was someone crouched next to this car, miles away. And I initially thought someone else was looking at me. Obviously, in hindsight, that's not what happened. But I couldn't see this guy at all. Like, whatsoever. I think upon reflection of this, I think I've got to show my perspective and then come back to this again. Let's play his perspective in full speed. And I'll point out what I think's weird. God, I hate this sound, dude. It's disgusting. Absolutely revolting. No one eats cake and it sounds like that. That is absolutely minging. That's like your friend who doesn't eat with his mouth closed, like eating some absolute revolting. And intentionally trying to annoy you, right? Is what that is. It's not even, like, pleasant. I can't see him, right? I'm having a really hard time knowing where he is. I have no idea. He hit me, and I didn't even see him. I can't even see this guy. Obviously, I've got a Dragunov. So I peek low. And then I peek to the left, right? So you don't know where I'm going to be. And then I just step out, because I'm like, where is he? I high peek, and then I low peek. And he one-taps me. Now, on here, I don't see on the replay here his aim adjust to anything. And obviously, he immediately relaxes, right? He immediately becomes into, I'm going to loot this. It's free. I wanted to point something out here that I noticed that he shouldn't have done this, right? This is crazy. Obviously got wall packs. But I'm going to show you here. If I slow it down to like 1.25, I've never seen this before. I have never seen this in... I'm going to have to have this bar up to pause it, because space doesn't pause it. But you see I peak low, right? I step out. So at this point, I don't know where he is. So I'm trying to think, where is he? I don't know if I even see him here, to be honest with you. He's got such a crazy angle. And to be honest, he shouldn't even be able to see me, but he seems to know, right? So he's all of a sudden, worth noting, he's head height here. Don't know if he's holding a long shot, but it looks like he was preemptively doing that. Now, this is the important bit right there. Did you see that? I went from standing to crouched, and his aim lowered in the exact same time I went crouched. Almost like he's got aim assist. Sometimes aim assist, for example, in like other video games with strong aim assist, right? If you move or sometimes jump, maybe the aim assist will jump up a bit. If you like crouch, maybe it will go down a bit, right? And that's all it would do. It wouldn't do much else than that. I have never seen this in PUBG before, where the aim goes lower in exact the sync of me adjusting my standing position. Look at it right here. Right, I peak high, and I'm intentionally peaking him high and low to make him guess I could be peaking anywhere, right? He should have no idea. He should never be this confident hard peaking me, because you're at a disadvantage in theory, because you have no idea what I'm going to do. He holds an angle, and just as I'm crouching, his aim gets lower. And now it's perfect. Before, it would be worth noting it's not at head height, but that adjustment there is wild to me. I've never seen it. Look, peak him high. He kind of pre-aims it, and then it goes low with me as I crouch, perfectly in sync. And it's also worth noting it doesn't even look like he adjusts my head here. Doesn't even... Obviously, the replay can be bugged. Right. Great. Thank you for that. Very strange. Proceeds to... I spectate the rest of the game. And he doesn't do very well. And it doesn't add up. He tries sniping this guy. And it just doesn't add up to how he pre-fired me. He then chases this guy down. But I thought was a bot. Didn't kill anyone else, bearing in mind. But I haven't seen this with wall hacks or ESP, right? The game replay gives us this feature. And I was like looking at this like, wait, there's no way you were you didn't hold an angle on me like this. I was like, what is this? Like jittering about. Does actually hit that. It didn't look like it. He does hit that. Okay, it didn't look like he initially hit that first shot. Because that was essentially through the wall. So he was obviously very confident there. Conveniently, I wondered what he was looking at there, but he's conveniently looking at maximum. Oh. Not good. And so he comes and sits here for pretty much a majority of the game. Which I thought was such a stupid position because you could be flanked from anywhere, but he was obviously he obviously knows where everyone is, right? You can see where the other two guys are. The interesting thing here, I thought, is he didn't... I was spectating, so if he is cheating, he would be well aware of where these other guys were. And it looks to me like this guy was rat jamming a long way away. Because I was concerned as to why he was not adamant to take this hill, because he never cleared it. He never cleared this hill. He never cleared this back area. He never cleared this top. He never cleared down here, right? He never cleared anything. He just arrived down here and basically stayed in this position. And then he basically trying to get this guy over here, which, spoiler alert, ends up winning the game, but so strange. Whether he did it on purpose, whether he's just this bad, you tell me at the end of the day. Very strange game. Did you even see him there? Did you see him at the top? Let's restart that, because I've been yapping. Wait, let's restart that. What did you actually... Oh, no, you can see him over there. Yeah, so he comes up to this bit eventually, but he didn't do it for a while. That's why I've skipped forward, because I've saved us like 5 minutes of him sitting in the ditch. Okay, so you are conveniently looking at him over there. You just haven't got an angle. And please bearing in mind, he never checks his back, okay? He never checks behind him. He never checks anywhere. He's so confident now that he can see both of them. That's why I wanted to watch this replay, because I think without giving you this information, it's very hard to just show you the replay that I saw spectating him and be like, yeah, this guy is cheating. Because my last one I did, so many people were convinced the person wasn't cheating that I had to put maybe, right? Because it's... I'm still going to have to put maybe, but I'm very confident. So obviously you shouldn't know where this guy is. It's a lot more smoked out than what we can see in the replay. That was his first main check, and that was weird to me. because I didn't know what you were zooming up there for. I was so concerned at this point that he never cleared this hill on his left, and he's just exposed himself. Basically, he's exposed himself to 90% of the map behind him and to the right, and he's very confident without checking that there's no one there. Obviously, you could hear the other guy in the corner, so you know where the last two are, but it was this sort of weird confidence. I don't know when that initial guy started shooting. But even so, I was still concerned as to why you weren't taking this hill. And you see, looks like that were making me think, oh, maybe he isn't cheating, because he is at least trying to check for the hill like a normal person, right? But I don't know, this is giving me a different story, really. He is keeping that other chap in check. There's no doubt about it. Well, no matter what it looks like, he's keeping that guy in check. Yeah, and let's be clear, he's never cleared it, right? He's never cleared it. He's never cleared the summit. He shouldn't know where this guy is. In theory, he should never have seen this guy. This guy should still be in that hut. I don't think we've seen him where he is. He's obviously in a bit of a dip there. I'm going to pause this because it looks a bit weird. He's glitching around. I think he's in a dip. Yeah, look, he's in a dip here. Right? But I think the last visual is this house here through the smoke. You saw him run to this house through the smoke. That's the last visual I believe this guy's had on him. But he has kept his back to this entire ridge. This guy should have just pushed up because apparently it was free. Just look at this. Look at this scenario. Look, you've got all this play space that he is confident he's not going to get flanked on. Do you play PUBG like that? Because if you do, well, you're not going to last very long, right? If you can move into an area this open with your car highlighting you and expect not the third guy, because let's be honest, he's got like a 5-second, 10-second sprint to shoot this guy right here. It's even probably quicker than that. Obviously, he doesn't do that. And the way he's not clearing behind me, he's just looking in that one area. The problem is he's a level 500, right? Or if it's a paid account, whatever. But I wonder if he just didn't have an angle on this guy. No, he just didn't have an angle on the guy because he tries sniping him. He had no angle. Right, that makes more sense. Conveniently not checking further than where he... Oh, dude, that's so damning. Oh, oh, dude. Don't you dare tell me this guy ain't cheating. Don't you dare tell me in the comments and try and gaslight me this guy ain't cheating, right? Before, the crouching and everything was more than enough, but I never seen this until now. You're seeing my first reaction to it now. I thought this push was weird, and bearing in mind this is the first time of him coming to the summit. He's never seen beyond this ridge. The entire way he's pushing up, he is looking at this dude. And he doesn't check beyond that angle. And I think that's probably the biggest tell, right? You've got such a huge play area, dude. Such a huge player, and you just ignore all of it. You conveniently keep the guy that we haven't heard shoot a gun in like about a minute or two. You keep him out of your range, and as you see, conveniently he's pushing in. You're like, shit, I've got to try and get up here. You know what I mean? This is how these players think. He's clearly been doing this a long time. His checks are just nothing. You're not looking at anything. Now he's clears his left a bit, but he knows what's up, right? This isn't. You gotta think this is funny. This is the real funny bit coming up right now. Yeah, I heard him switch his weapon, and that didn't really make sense. It actually toggled it twice, even though I don't think it was adjusted. And that's always been something I've noticed. That convenient angle holding. Right? Just... I never knew you could throw grenades through trees. Apparently you can. I'm not sure you should be allowed to do that. There we are. This guy threw 2 grenades perfectly through a tree. I think when I last tried it, I either hit the tree or something, but yeah, there we go. Oof. That's a bit... Yeah, that's what you did to me, isn't it, mate? Basically, that's kind of what you did to me. Conveniently. Jesus, I forgot how drawn out this crap is. Sorry for wasting your time. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you watch this much, leave a like. Or dislike it, whatever. The other one was real 50-50 on the likes to dislikes, but it does seem that most people would agree that that guy, like I showcased before, was cheating. Despite the comments... Despite the comments not believing so to initially begin with, I'm not too sure what that was about. But nowadays, it gets more comments believing it. Oh, love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, his KD was shit. Absolute shit, dude. Absolutely atrocious. Like 1 KD, 2 KD. But I'd like to just point out, going back to old mate here, because, you know, he's the star of the show today. He wanted to be. So you wanted a video about it? You got it, mate. You got it, mate. Don't you worry. We're going to slow it down. We're going to turn off the cameras. Thank you very much for watching. Let's watch this shit in slow motion.